Hello, welcome to my final part of my series, D Dorian, taking 2-note per string, 3-note per string, 4-note per string, 5-note per string, and now I'm going to do 6-note per string. I had touched on this at one of my previous videos. I think it was on the D7th chord. So kind of what I'm thinking of here is I'm just kind of outlining the tetrachord, and I'll just talk briefly about what a tetrachord is. So tetrachord, 4 notes. So I'm in D Dorian here. So this would be diatonic to C major, and I'm playing over a D minor track. This is Impressions, John Coltrane, up-tempo swing with the iReal Pro. So I'll just look at some of these. So A B C, A minor tetrachord. So if you break those up into threes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm not paying too much attention to where I'm landing. I'm trying not to. In other words, if I'm on minor, I probably don't want to stay there too long. I don't want to go there. Okay, so now here. So here, this this is kind of a Phrygian tetrachord, but the way I'm using it, I'm just thinking of it as I'm targeting for the notes on either side of that tetrachord. So here, a C, D, E, F is a major tetrachord. C, D, E, F, and then this is G. Here's a major tetrachord. G, A, B, C. So, and I'm just taking this device 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which I've talked a lot about with pentatonics. That's a really good thing to do with when you're doing pentatonics. I'll just digress here. So if I'm doing A minor pentatonic, and so on. So I don't think I'll mess with that too much today, although you can kind of make the case that, well, if you're going to bother to do this, you are kind of addressing some of the pentatonic shapes. So if you'll notice here, the outer edges of this, A and D minor, are the same. Okay, then here, E and A are the same. And then the major tetrachord C to F are the same. And then here, G. Right. So then obviously, if you listen closely, some of the notes are a little bit kind of dissonant, but this is jazz, so you just kind of make it work. Okay, so here now you have D, E, F, G. Now this is kind of convenient here, because as you take the tetrachord D, E, F, G tetrachord, D minor, you have good notes to land on either side. Yeah, so a lot of times in my practicing, if I notice something like that, then I'll say, well, let me just move that around. Right, so I've talked a lot about this idea of 2-string grouping. So I could take this here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So you have this minor tetrachord, A minor tetrachord, and I have good notes that I'm landing on either side. So 6 notes per string, and kind of outlining these tetrachords. And if you look at what these tetrachords are doing, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. So it's essentially kind of like outlining a D Dorian mode. So maybe I'll just kind of mess with this a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going up to here, A, D, and then A, D. So let's just see what happens. I'm just going to kind of improvise around this using these 3-note. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So you can go up, down. So you can get a lot of interesting sounds. Digga digga dit, digga digga dit. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, so maybe I'll just talk just briefly about these kind of pentatonic shapes. So if you start kind of looking at these and you think, okay, I'm in D Dorian, key of C, so I have basically 3 major, 3 minor pentatonics. I have D minor, E minor, A minor pentatonic, and I have C major, F major, and G major pentatonic. So as you're taking these tetrachords or you're taking these 3-note kind of chromatic things, you start to kind of see, oh, this is sort of E minor pentatonic, right? And then this here is sort of D minor pentatonic, just adding a note on either side. So as I was playing through that's kind of the beauty of how I like to do things. I don't like to have everything totally planned out. So I have kind of a basic concept, and then I talk about it, play, and then I just discover stuff. So hopefully you're going to discover things too as you're listening, and you'll say, "Oh, that's right. I remember learning about that from my teacher," or I remember seeing a Guitar Player magazine, decades ago, and so and so was talking about going across 2 notes per string. Like I think Sean Lane. Sean Lane. I think he had an article in Guitar Player magazine years and years ago where he talked about either 1 or 2 note per string scales. I remember seeing something with him. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to kind of take just this basic pattern, and I'm just going to kind of add in the D minor and E minor pentatonic by adding the note that's on either side of this. So that's D minor. Okay, so let me just be very clear how I got this, because I'm kind of going a little bit stream of consciousness here, because I'm taking 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So that's your A B C D D E F G. Okay. I'm filling in that tetrachord 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, giving me 6 notes per string. But what I'm doing now is I'm taking those groups of 3s, combining them together, and they kind of sounds like a Led Zeppelin or a Black Sabbath, or any of those classic rock, blues rock bands. So then if I take these 6-note chromatic fill-ins, there's my E minor pentatonic, and then here, there's my D minor pentatonic. So I'll just kind of mess with that a little bit. So what I'll do, just to so you can kind of follow what I'm doing, is I'll either say D minor or E minor. That means I'm thinking either D minor pentatonic or E minor pentatonic. And I think that's probably good for this video. I might go ahead and do the octaves like I have been doing, because the octaves are kind of fun. It's easy to sound jazzy when you're playing octaves. Okay, here we go. E minor, D minor, D minor, E minor, D minor, D minor. I'm just going to play here. Okay, so obviously this only really scratches the surface. So D minor, E minor pentatonic. I also could have played A minor. So that's a concept I've talked about before. Playing A minor pentatonic over a D minor 7 chord. All right, so I think I'll just do one more thing to end off. So I'm gonna do kind of what I have been doing in these videos. I'm just gonna play with this concept. I'll just keep it right here, just so it's easier to follow. So I'm just going to play those 6 note per string scales, but I'm just going to play it right there. So I use that as my basis. I might go off a little bit. Okay, so thanks for watching my series of videos on 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 note per string scale patterns. But why stop there? Well, maybe I'll go on to more, but that's for today. Okay, a little bit octaves. Eight note per string. So you have a doubling there. Well, you have some doubling. Maybe we'll do that another time. Okay, thanks for watching and listening. Have fun with these concepts, add them, and come up with something better. You know, take what I'm showing you here and make up your own thing and have fun with this. Okay.